Okay, hey guys, it's Brett from Iron Body Martial Arts here. In case you don't know, on a channel here on YouTube that focuses mainly on old style traditional martial arts and conditioning training. Thanks to the people on Patreon and to the other people who support the channel and everyone in general. But thanks to those people, I like to come on and do the live stream trainings of the training that I would be doing anyway. So we're going to give us a little bit of time to tick over. But today, we're going to be doing what's called sand palm or red sand palm. It's mentioned in the 72 Secret Arts of the Shaolin. It's a popular training method. It's also covered in my Iron Body Martial Arts Iron Hand course, which you can follow the links to if you want to go in depth to all the training. But there's a number of bits and pieces of this training that people will recognize. So if I point you guys down here, we're going to do the training. But I've got the camera set up so I can tilt it down here, and then you guys will be able to see the sand, and you'll be able to see the sort of general mechanics of the way things work as we train. But there's a number of things that people do with the sand training. Everyone imagines it's like in the films that you just do striking, but there's a number of things that you do different to just striking. Because if you guys, so we'll do that in a minute. Thanks for the thumbs up, guys. If you guys know that true iron hand training, and if you follow the 72 Secret Arts of Shaolin, true iron palm and iron hand training actually requires lots of different methods of strengthening the muscles, the bones, the sinews, the tendons. So not just the striking into the sand alone, but this is what we're going to cover today, maybe cover some other stuff in this live stream training. So the true method is also not only striking into sand, but this is red sand palm that we're going to be covering, but also many other things that you strike, the elemental striking theories. You would strike wood, sand, metal, so you mix it up. But we're actually going to be doing the training today. Yeah, if you've got a sand bucket or whatever, if you've got some time, just watch or listen, or whatever you want to do, just chill out. And we're going to be doing the training. So first off, so I'm going to set the camera so you guys can see. So we can see the striking and the dynamics of the things you have to do, because you don't just strike. Because what we want to do, because there's a different kind of training where you just develop like a big, thick, bulbous hand. It requires a lot of ditto and it's just direct striking. But there's another method where we train the internals of the hand, like more internal kung fu, where we're training the gripping, the twisting power of the hands and the strengthening of the fingers, as well as the striking and then the iron fist training. So that's the one we're going to do because it's just less deformative on your hands. It's more doable for us lot in our day to day. But first thing I want you guys to do if you're going to do this training is, kneel down here. First thing I want you guys to do if you're going to do this training is make sure you do your warm-up. Yeah, so do your warm-up of some kind, like some skipping, some stance training, something like this, to get the energy and the stuff in your body flying. So don't just be cold. So I might do just to warm up quickly because I've just started the training, but I want you to do more than that. Go for a run. But I might just do, I've also not long eaten, 1 or 2 hours ago, which isn't ideal, but I'm just going to maybe do some burpees just to warm myself up, maybe a bit of stance training, and then we'll get onto this. So we'll get onto the striking. So usually before you do this kind of training, if you're not sort of warmed up, this is just some cheap heat ointment. Yeah, you can buy proper ditto, but this is just like it's made from plant material. Basically, it's not a ditto, but we'll put this on because I've run out of my ditto. So, but any kind of heat ointment that you get for your muscles, so you put that on. It's going to help the muscles. It's going to help the circulation. This one is menthol, camphor, eucalyptus, pine, turpentine, which isn't great, cajeput oil, peppermint oil, capsicum. So capsicum is one of the ingredients. I mean, you get that in the Chinese ditto, but there's so many other ingredients that are in the Chinese. The capsicum is probably the only one maybe similar to what you get in like a ditto. But we're going to put it on anyway. Just to try and warm up just to try and warm up the parts of the hand. That's all the Digijo does. It also aids in healing, topical steroid, etc., plant steroid. When you look into the frankincense and myrrh, in the old days it used to prevent sepsis or any kind of injuries and stuff without the antibiotics. But yeah, we're going to put this on. It's not that great, but it's better than nothing. You can dip your hands in hot water. You know, you don't have to use it if you warm up enough. There's a lot of people talk about using Digijo, but it's good. Warm up your body. Okay, so we need to do a bit of a warm up, and we just started, so I might pop the camera sort of here. And just pop it down. Get it in the right position. And like I said, I might do like some burpees just to get myself warm, yeah? Because I've only just started, so let's do some burpees. I'll tell you what, no, we won't throw on the weights first. Let's do some burpees. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Worst burpees ever. 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. This is where arm day is killing me. 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, I'll speed them up, 23, without press up, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 30. Okay. Twenty. So we've got 30. So our blood's pumping around our body. Hopefully it's warming up. And we're just doing these qigong movements to spread it around, basically. Cool. All right, so excellent. So it's exhaustive. I want you to do a proper warm up. I'm just showing you need to get the blood and stuff going before you do this kind of training. So go for a run, do more qigong, but do whatever your warm up is, skipping, but get the blood flowing. Yeah, get it flowing a bit more. Shake out hands. So you'll have to forgive me guys, I'm doing a really quick warm up here. Deep breaths, hopefully outside in the fresh air, in a bigger room than me. So you're not breathing in lots of recycled air. And before you train, put on your dit to Joe or whatever it is. This is just heat. This is just some guarana heat oil, but the Plum Dragon herbs, you can get herbs from. The link's on my page if you want a bit of a discount or whatever. So these movements are just to get that blood, lactic acid, whatever you want to call it, just circulate around the body. Controlling the breath. But again, in depth of this, all of this in depth is in the Iron Body Martial Arts Iron Hand course if you want to check it out. But the gist is warm yourself up, yeah? All the links are in my link. So do some skipping, do whatever it needs you to, and then apologies that you've waited so long, and thank you for the thumbs up. Now, let's get to some of the striking and stuff. Just let a bit of air in my room. Let a bit of air in my room. Don't want to breathe in the stale air. And these are just stressed positions, primarily. Yeah, just stress position. But there's a whole separate topic on them. All right. Fresh air, fresh air. All right. Okay, so warm yourself up. You're all nice and warm. Excellent. So let's put this down to the red sand palm. Easy, simple. Just a bucket here. Forgive my breath. It's good. There's no shame in panting. There's no shame in having the breath going. Okay, but it's important. Do a run. Do your proper workout. Okay. So pretty simple, pretty easy. This is a bucket full of beach sand. Okay, so first off, everyone knows striking, yeah? But this is not what we're gonna do, yeah? This we can stand here and do all day, and we don't get much benefit from this. All right, we get a little bit, we don't get much, yeah? So what I want you guys to do, and again, the full range of all these techniques and the full method is in the Iron Body Martial Arts Iron Hand course if you want to have a look, or just go through my channel. It's all free on the channel, all right? We had a comment, I'll have a look at it in a minute. Thank you for the thumbs up. So, and I mean, hope you can see by my hands, you know, they're not the strongest looking hands, but they're not the weakest looking hands. So anyway, I want you to stab in, yeah? And then grab the earth, and then twist, yeah? And then open your fingers, grip again, and twist back. And then open your fingers. And that's one repetition, yeah? So stab in, grip the earth, twist, open your hand, grip the earth again, and twist back and release. And that's the proper way to do it. Now, I don't know if you've guys seen on the internet those bands that you use to stretch your fingers open. So this is what we're training with this. We're training the finger and bone strength, the tendon strength, boom, as we stab in, We're then training our grip strength as we push in with our weight and we grip the sand, boom, like this. Yeah, grip. We're then twisting that pile that we gripped. Grip, twist. Yeah, we're then gripping it. We're then opening our hand, boom, grip. Goes around your hand, you open the hand, it's hard to open. You grip again, and you twist back, and you take out. Yeah, and that's one, yeah? That's one. So, that's the real way to do it. Not just this. We can do this all day. But as you can see, we're getting one kind of benefit from this, and this is not the proper training, yeah? This is like what you see on TV, or when they don't tell you the full thing, yeah? But this is alright, but this isn't in, grip, twist, open, grip, twist, open, out. In, grip, twist, open, grip, twist, open, out. Boom, grip, twist, open, twist, out. And don't worry if you lose count. In, grip, twist, open, grip, twist, open. Yeah, in, grip, twist, open, grip, twist, open. 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 Boom. Boom. Yes. And then you can do a few reps where you don't, thanks for the thumbs up everyone, you can do a few reps where you just, I mean physios use this as well. You can do reps where you just have your hand in the soil and you're opening and gripping the hand. Open, grip, open, grip, open, grip. Yeah? And obviously usually you wouldn't have it on a wobbly chair. Open, grip, open, grip, open, grip, open, grip. Push the fingers. Yeah, you don't even have to strike. Yeah? Open, grip, push, 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 push. Open, grip, twist, grip, twist, grip, twist, grip, twist, grip, twist, open, grip. And already hopefully you can see the pressure it's putting on the forearms. Let's do a bit with this hand. So opening, hopefully you guys can see, opening, gripping, opening, gripping, opening, gripping, opening, gripping, opening. And when you open, like snake your fingers like this. You know, not just like this, but really like snake them, yeah? So you get them in that sand, yeah? Then grip, twist, open, grip, twist, open, grip. And this is great as well for BJJ or any other kind of martial arts like that. I mean, when I was doing BJJ, I never got any damages to my fingers. I got damages to my toes, but I never got damages to my fingers because your fingers are used to, so you can do it double. So just your hand, fingers go in, twist, grip. So if you can't see what I'm doing, but his fingers go in, grip, twist, open, grip. Yeah, doing like this, rolling, in, grip, twist, grip, open. Yeah, then you can make a little angle here. Yeah, you can strike into the angle if you're missing the striking. Just relax with it. Yeah, you can experiment between having the fingers apart, like this, and having them together, like this. But again, the real power in this technique isn't in just the striking. It's in the striking, and the gripping, twisting, gripping, Yeah, gripping and twisting. And come out, grip. And then in opening. Yeah, this is a thing lots of people don't train, is the opening. So you can also stick your fingers in and just open them as well. Yeah. So open, open, hopefully you can see. Open, open, open. And then this is burning already. Open, open, open. And the same this way, open. You can do it with rice as well, or beans. Open, 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 grip, open, grip, open, grip, open. But we like to train things concentrically usually. So open and close, open and close, palm, close. Yeah. So, unfortunately it's a bit messy, do it outside. Shake the fingers off. Make sure your hands are feeling warm. And this is why in the films or in the whatever, you see the cauldron of sand that's heated. And the cauldron of sand is not heated to condition your hands more. The cauldron of sand is heated just to warm it up, because this has been outside and it's a little bit cold. So thanks for the thumbs up again. Someone basically saying, yep, that's right information. So this thing about fiery sand is just to heat this. The warmer this is, the more your blood flows, the easier it is to strike. It's not cold. In China, the winters and in other places can get very cold. So again, try and do it in some kind of horse stance. So you're using, you're using your body, or like we did in our stance training, just a split stance. Yeah, if you can see me, just a split stance. Yeah. All right. Every now and then do a bit of silk reeling, and all that is just gripping in the air. Yeah, there's many different ways of doing it. It's just warming the hands out again. So let's go again. So what is it? It's stab with the fingers, grip, twist, open, grip, twist. And every time you open, try and sink deeper. So it's not about speed, it's about quality, you know. And that way you'll get the benefits. Yeah. Try and get your hand as deep, like look, I'm going sort of up to past the wrist there. Try and get your hand as deep into the soil as you can, and deeper each time. Yeah, so you're working. You're not just standing there like this, empty. Oh, putting sand everywhere. Yeah, no. This. We'll do a bit of striking. Just strike. I have to get the hoover out after this, or vacuum, or whatever you guys call it. Strike. So we haven't gotten onto the fist yet, but we will. Strike, grip, twist, twist. And this is a cool method. You can do this method like every day. Yeah, there's no problems doing this method every day. Yeah, because it's building the strength and the conditioning. Yeah, and if your hands are sore one day, you don't even need to strike into it. You can just dig. I mean, it's silly, but you can just dig around. Open hands, close them, grip, open, grip, open, grip, twist, grab a core, twist, grab a core, twist, grab a core the other way, twist, grab a core, twist, grab a core, twist. It's interesting because if you see red sand palm referenced, it's just literally, and cinnabar palm, it's just literally in the 72 secret arts of the Shaolin. It just literally says rub your hands together. It doesn't say anything more than that. But I mean, I've been training 72 secret arts of Shaolin, different methods. I'm not saying I'm great, but I've been training them for at least 10 years on my channel, and it was like a good 7-8 years before that. So it's only just from trial, learning, knowing what works. I'll go to some comments in a second. And what's this for? Why the hell do we do it? Is it going to make us a super MMA fighter? Well, no. It's for our own self-development. It's for the strength of our hands and our fingers. It's for rehabilitation if you've got injuries. Like I said, ooh. Help me in my BJJ training. Okay. It's going to stop your fingers breaking as easy. And remember to breathe like crazy. Like it sounds silly, but you need to breathe. And hopefully people can see double cores, gripping, twisting, neutral rubbing. So that method I'm doing there is probably more accurate to the textbook Cinnabar Palm 72 Secret Arts of Shaolin, where it says put your hands in the sand and like rub them together until they reach the bottom of the bucket. And this is, again, it's a great way to train the tendons. Hello. So let's, and you can probably see the forearm workout that it gives you. So I'll dust this off before we go on to the iron palm training. Our forearms we'll do a bit more. Let's see what comments we've got from people here. Use the old horse stance to reach the camera. Let's see. Oh shit, loads of comments. Nicholas, hey man, about to go train. No equipment, ideas to train hand conditioning. I'll get to you on that one, Nicholas. I see in your bio you have been in law enforcement for 12 years. Were you a cop in the UK? Have you now been in Oz? Yeah, I was a cop in the UK for 7 years. I'm now in Australia. David says, is sand the first stage? No, you can use beans. Usually it's mung beans, the little green beans. They're just too expensive, so I don't have them. No, master of play. Does the sand have to be hot? No. Heating the sand isn't a thing. It's only just to heat it up in winter. Master of play says, do you make your own medicine to soak your hands? Yes, I do make dit de joe, but more recently I've been getting it from Plum Dragon Herbs. I've run out though. I accidentally broke one bottle. They sent me some, I've run out. But they sent me a couple of different dit de joes. But their link's on my page if you want to follow it and get a bit of a discount to them. They've also got my Iron Body Martial Arts Iron Hand course on their site, but I also have it on my own site if you follow the link, whatever. Tiger Jin says, would rice be good? Yeah, rice is great. You can use rice. Physiotherapists and stuff use rice. It's the same method. If you don't have, that's the cool thing is you don't have to do the striking. If you don't want to do the striking, you can just do the gripping, the twisting, and you can see the freaking work that it puts under your forearms. So this is the proper iron bridge of Kung Fu, where you're working your whole arm from the whole arm to the very tip of the fingers. You know, not like bodybuilding where you're just isolating. We're doing twisting, we're doing gripping. This is good, yeah? All right, let's carry on before we lose too many people, all right? So let's recap. Tiger Jin says nice. Okay, so let's recap. So we warm our hands up. You put on your dit de joe, or you put on, this is just Australian heat rub. It doesn't work that well, but it works a little bit. The sand I just got from the beach in Western Australia. It's just beach sand. But you can get playpen sand from any hardware store, you know, the white playpen stuff. It doesn't have to be red sand. But I guess if it was red sand, it might have iron content, which might make a difference. I don't know, make it a bit denser. But yeah, anyway, heat up your hands, More importantly, do a warm-up, like some burpees, your run, skipping, qigong training, your stance training, to really get that fire going in your body, yeah? So don't just be cold and try and do this. So that's what we did. We did I think I did 30 burpees, and I did like 30 squats, and a bit of skipping, but I was just trying to do a quick one. Okay, second one is we want to stab our hands in, yeah? Then we want to grip. So you're trying to go in deeper as you grip. So you want to stab our hands in. Do you know what, I wish someone was around to tell me this 18, 19 years ago. You stab your hands in, you grip deep, and you grip, and you twist, you know, like you're twisting something. Then you open your hand fully, yeah? So dead in, grip, twist, then you open your hand fully, which will be hard because it's under the sand. Then you grip again. Remember, your hand's under the sand. You grip again as you try and go in deeper, and you twist back again, and you open your hand again as you try and go in deeper, and then you withdraw your hand, yeah? So, one, I'm gripping, I'm trying to go in deeper, I'm twisting, probably doesn't sound right, any of this. I'm opening my hand again, and I'm gripping again as I'm trying to grip deeper into the sand. I'm twisting again, clockwise. I'm opening my hand again, and I'm pulling it out of the sand. So it's something maybe you can understand more. Is stab in, grip, twist counterclockwise, open the fingers wide like this, then grip in, twist clockwise, open the fingers again, and release the hand. Yeah, and then the other one, boom, grip, twist, open, grip, twist, open. And you can do a few more grips. It's up to you, you can really work it however you want at this point. The only principles you need to know is that gripping and twisting. Also, you can just do gripping and opening on your own. You can do it in pairs. Each time, trying to get deeper into the sand. Or you can do it single. Yeah, it's single. Sometimes it works better single. You can see how this is teaching the body to lock in on itself and really use those lats and core. And this is great, you probably would see, for grappling, gripping, any kind of wrestling or application of power. Yeah. Great for your BJJ because your fingers are under constant tension and stress. But because it's sand, it's just up to you how much you get. And you'll see where you're weakest. Usually everyone's weakest at opening hands. And look, thanks a lot for the thumbs up, guys. Thank you for the likes and subs. Thank you to the Patreon people, people who supported my small channel over the last 10 years. Then once you warm up a bit, you can lock the arm in, and you can you can strike more. It's funny how your energy sort of builds up. Grip. But without the gripping and the twisting, you'll never get this. You'll never get it, man. That's proper iron hand training. Of course, there's different kinds of iron hand. There's the one that you see where the hand gets all big. That's usually from just years and years of training, but also other methods as well. Usually only training one hand as well. There's only one guy I've seen with both hands trained, and that's Arun. I forget his surname, and I forget his Shaolin name, but he's the guy that he's not the guy, but he's the master. All respect to him. That's doing training with that Swedish guy. What's his name? They do the course. Was it Ava Fitness or something? Yeah, the master who's working with him. But that guy's like 10th Dan, amazing, awesome master. So yeah, so he's got it from the 5 elements theory of practicing this kind of training on all the different things, wood, sand, metal, makiwara, over the sort of 40 years or whatever it is he's been doing Kung Fu. Brilliant, man. Anyway, back to this. Okay. All right, so we'll do some more striking just to warm our hands. It's difficult because the sand's cold. The sand is cold, so literally we've got to heat it up by striking. And it takes a while, but it does happen. Longer than we've got time to train here, unfortunately. Another thing you'll see is that you can strike differently. So you can strike sort of plainly into the sand in a straight way, but you can kind of also strike into the sand in a cupping way. That's kind of moving side to side like this. And that allows you to go deeper and also train this like part of your tendons here, which is good. Okay, let's do some gripping. And we'll go on to some iron hand, some actual iron hand stuff. If I can, I might have to put it on the floor. It's actually quite late here. I'm trying not to make too much noise, wake up the family. All right, well, I think that's, I don't know how long that's been going for, what, 36 minutes? So, there we go. So now we'll go on to the iron hand part of it, yeah? So your forearms and your hands and stuff should feel pretty good, I'm going to move this onto the floor now, I think. Yeah, I'll move it onto the floor. Hopefully you guys will be able to see if you don't mind bearing with me. There's freaking sand going everywhere. Alright, so I'll move it onto the floor and I'll move the camera down a little bit more. Okay. Oh, excellent. Alrighty, so shake your hands out. Just let them loose, let them shake, let the blood go into them. Just breathe and relax. Okay, so sand bucket method of striking, yeah? Not too great if you do it very regularly, because the more you do it, it starts to cut your knuckles. So I've got another method that I use as well, but we'll start by gently dropping our hand in. Now I'm gonna take out some force from this because I don't want to make too much pounding on the floor, wake up the family. It's like 11 o'clock at night here, but hopefully they won't hear me. I did do a bit of a test run before. So we're not punching, boom, yeah? We're just dropping our hand into the sand, yeah? Yeah, and all over the sand, yeah? Drop, 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 yeah? With like a bit of a loose fist, yeah? And this is going to strengthen all the bones, yeah? And this you've got to do for a while, yeah? You've got to just work away at this, yeah? So you can work away at these 3 knuckles, the whole hand, boom, boom, and you can work away at the 2 slightly as well if you want. But really, you're just dropping it in. Yeah, there's no magical secret here. You're keeping the hand relaxed, remember? That's going to help prevent the boxer's fractures. That's going to help toughen the hand if you hit wrong by mistake. Yeah? Yeah, so just hit. And you hit until your hand starts to get warm, and that's why you're not pounding it really hard. You'll just damage your hand. Yeah? And you just got to hit like this all over. Yeah. The reason we're not digging a hole in the sand, just one point, is because we want it uneven. We want to hit all over. Yeah, we don't want to give it the chance to form to our hand. We're just hitting, and you can drop your hand from higher. Yeah, you drop it from real high, boom. Yeah, and as long as you can let the dead weight strike, you can hit it harder and harder, but don't hit it with muscle force. Yeah. You can raise your hand from up here, boom. I'm not going to do that because I don't want to wake everyone up, but hopefully you guys get the point, yeah. Do that for a bit on this side. I'll do it for a bit on this side now. Hopefully my wife isn't woken up and angry. She comes bursting in the room. Well, no, we've done the wrong thing. So yeah, apologies, this is boring, but it's a live stream training, so we got to go through it. And you're getting a good chunk of the Iron Body Martial Arts Iron Hand course here. Although the link's on my bio, but there's loads of it. It's not the cheapest thing in the world, but it took me a long time to make. So check it out, even if you just check out the free bits. And give me a shout if you're interested. I can probably do you guys a discount on it and stuff if you're followers of the channel. Check out the reviews. But this video isn't to sell that. But there's a couple of people who follow the channel that said it's been a real great resource for them. I'm pretty proud of it. So it's the only thing I've released in 10 years. I just wanted something with everything in it for someone. Anyway, forget about that advertisement. Yeah, and again, like I said, you can drop it in. Boom. Yeah, but you see I'm going to put sand all over my whole dojo here, but you get what I mean. Just Alright, so that's cool because I've been hitting and it feels, it feels warm. So we do the back now, and again, you just do the back of the hand. Same thing, same thing, same thing, same thing, same thing. Yep. And again, you can strike it in the dead weight. Yep. Strike it in the dead weight. And the back of the other hand, you strike it in the dead weight. Yeah, I'm putting sand everywhere. I usually do this outside. You strike it in the dead weight. Yep. And then you do the palm as well. But usually I do a little slope here. Yeah, and then you do the palm. Yeah, same way. Dig, grip, dig, grip. But now you can see sand is just going everywhere. Yeah, so dig, grip, dig, grip, dig, grip. And it's just literally about dropping it in. But you get tired of sand going everywhere. So this is where the better method comes in. You get a shitty old t-shirt and put it over. This is one of my little secrets. Look at that. Oh yeah. Shitty shirt. There. Yeah. And then here we have, yep. Yeah, and now you can drop your hands in. It's pretty much like a sandbag. Drop your hands in. You can even grip. Yep. It's definitely going to wake my missus up. You stand up, you do your horse stance, and you drop your hands in. Yep. Yep. Jesus. My missus is going to come running in a second and get me in trouble. Yep, so here we go, and that goes on and on and on. Yeah, so your hands, let me get my face in here. So your hands should feel nice and warm, yeah, because we're not smashing it. Yeah, your hands should feel nice and warm and like energized. They shouldn't feel cold. If they feel cold, then go and do some skipping. Go and do something to warm your body up. You should feel warm, getting sweats. That's another reason why you like stand in a horse stance or something. Again, thanks for the thumbs up. You stand in the horse stance because it keeps your big part of your muscles moving, working blood. If you stand in a relaxed way, your body starts to, the blood goes down, the heart rate drops. Yep, but as you can see here, so the sand bucket method alone is very abrasive on your skin. Yeah. So that's why it's better, or I find it's better to cover it in a towel, and then you can do lots of striking. You don't abrade the skin. You can do it often. You can do it every day. You can do it every other day. No problems. And then slowly you'll get the benefits, yeah, of the training. yeah? So there we go. If you just punch the sand all the time, you'll get, you won't be able to do it every day. After, I think it was about 2 or 3 weeks for me, I started getting wounds that then started getting filled with sand, and they would just never heal. So after a lot of trial and error, I moved on to putting one of these pads here. Yeah, and this is just sand. Yep, so that's sand palm and Samoan palm. I'll do a little bit more because I haven't woken anyone up yet, which is good. So hit, 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 hit. And hopefully you can put your bucket on something a bit higher. Yeah, it doesn't have to be low on the ground. Just for lack of material, I end up doing it on the ground. Yep, grip, 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 straighten, grip, 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 grip. Yep. Take the shirt off. You do, so if I was you guys, I'd do, because how much have we done? Maybe 15 minutes. I'd do a lot more striking, yeah? So that's the iron hand and iron palm component of it, is lots more striking like that. The only one problem is on the bucket, you can't really do the blade of the hand, yeah? That's my strongest portion, so I can get away with not doing it. You can't really do the blade of the hand. You can make a slope here and you can sort of strike into it like this, which is what I tend to do, but it's not ideal, yeah? You can also do other finger attacks, but like I said, it's not really about the attacks, it's about in, grip, twist, open, grip, twist, out. So lots of different grips. Opening and closing of the hand. And ideally you don't want to be kneeling down like this because your body will start to cool down, which is why I had the bucket on the stool, yeah? Whoosh. You might start to get some pain under one of your nails. Sand might start getting under one of the nails. That's just one of the things that happens. So in, grip, twist, open the hand, go deeper, grip and twist again, open the hand, go deeper, gripping and twisting. If your fingernails get damaged, like I can feel the sand starting to get under this one now, you need to cut them. But you might have to just not strike with that handle or not dig as deeply with one of your hands for a bit. Sand's pretty unforgiving. Or just train the one hand, do the gripping. Yeah, it always gets me, this middle finger on my left hand, the nail. It starts to go under the nail. It's a pain in the ass. Oh, and you can also train your other hits. Yeah. So this is like leopard fist. Yeah, so you train that. You strike into the sand. Yep. Yeah, so that ends my training for this left hand here because sand started to go under my nail. Okay, we'll put this back on. I told you the sand's pretty unforgiving. Yeah, and sorry, it's probably a bit boring, but what will also start to happen is your fingers will start to eat through the t-shirt as well. So you'll have to get a new one after a while. Or it's really the sand, I guess, eating through the t-shirt. All right, so we've done the sand. So now what I like to do is we've done the sand, the hands are nice and warm. So I like to get, so this is my bag of steel ball bearings. Sorry, not steel ball bearings, iron sand. So it was difficult to get this, but I'll show you. So this is a different method in the 70 Secret Arts of Shaolin. This is called palm of iron sand. But yeah, look, if you see here in this bag, this is like red. I don't know if you can see. Let me get some. Tied it up in a bag, but yeah, I don't know. You can't see, but it's little red ball bearings, little red grains of iron. They're like pellets, but I mean, you can see how heavy this is. They're yeah, it's called iron sand. It's just unrefined iron pellets. You can get them in weights vests and ankle weights and stuff like that you buy from the shop. You cut them open and there's all these weird like crystals of iron and shit. So we've got that. Hopefully we can get that in there. Nice. And now we do the same. Yeah. So, but you bear in mind you're punching iron here. So again, you drop the hand. And this is probably way too loud. You gotta be really careful with this stuff, yeah, because you just really drop your weight on and don't go crazy, because yeah, you end up injuring yourself with this stuff. So and again, like I said, it looks boring, but it's just about dropping. Yeah, and obviously you have it on maybe something higher. Yeah, you can focus on dropping it a bit better than that. But if you have to put it on the ground, put it on the ground. And you can gradually drop it from higher with a relaxed force. Yeah. And this is the sort of training with the iron that'll get you those thick hands that you see. Yeah, because it's such a dense medium. Yeah. But again, it's a bit boring, but you shouldn't, when you're punching this, you shouldn't be getting cold. Your hands shouldn't be getting cold. They should just be feeling like nice and warm and stuff. So pretty much just do that. Keep doing that. You can do your other attacks into there, your finger attacks, your palm attacks, your side palm attacks. But just put it on something better than this. Yeah, I'm just doing this to demo for you guys. I know it's live training, but I've had to bring it inside. It's a bit crappy. But yeah, just put it on a stool or something a bit better than this and strike with all the fists nice and relaxed and just build up the conditioning. And you can also, if it's on a flat stool, you also hit it with these bones of your arm here, these bones. Yeah, the bones. Yeah, you can do your elbows as well if you want. So just do that too. That's awesome. Yeah, so the hands feel okay. And yeah, I mean, yeah, I could just go on doing that for ages. But everyone would just get bored and die watching that. But yeah, I might do it a little bit more, seeing as I'm not waking up the family. So just send that in. Just being really careful. Right. So yeah, no one said iron palm was like fun or easy or whatever. So yeah, like again, like I said, that's a bag of iron filings, basically, a little iron sand. Yeah, bag of iron sand. Yeah. It's not so much about punching the iron sand, really. It's just about training. Yeah, you can use this as a gripping bag as well. It's pretty good. So yeah, put it somewhere better than I am in this demo, on a stool, whatever. You can train it better. Yeah, not just down on the floor. If you do train it down on the floor, don't kneel down. Just stand in like a squat stance and just punch down at it. All right. I want to do more, but I'm just concerned that it's gonna wake everyone up in the family. All right, so let's go have a look at some of the comments. Yeah, and then again, like you see the hands, your hands are not, they're not kind of red, raw and destroyed or whatever. Remember, it's a training you got to do constantly. There's no point doing it once and then your hands all smashed up, especially on this the iron bag. I mean, that'll smash your hands up something rotten. If you just punch that with all your might, you just break your hand, yeah, because it's so like hard, So anyway, okay, so we've been doing plunging and gripping and twisting. So we also can add a bit more. Add a bit more gripping and twisting to that. So if you get your bamboo bundle now, it's just a bamboo bundle, yeah? You can, now that you've been working your fingers for 45 minutes or so, and you're toughening them up, you can get your bamboo bundle, you can grip it, you twist it. I might put this back a bit. There's another old Shaolin method. Yep. So we take it back here so you guys can see. You got your bamboo bundle, you grip. Yeah. The other way, like you're riding a motorbike, like a throw. And then the other one, torsion, and then yeah, and then the other one. Watch the muscles. It creates a lot of torsion in the muscles, so you can pull a muscle this way. And there's talk of the ancient karate masters being able to grab a stalk of bamboo and crush it. And it's my firm belief that those methods, as mentioned by like Gishin Funakoshi and them of their masters, those methods would have been achieved using this method. And it will not have been a direct crush. It would have been a twist, yeah, because you feel how much more force you can put it. And most likely, they would have achieved that through this training method, or the variants of this training method, which involve twisting and crushing bamboo and also rolling. Yeah. So these methods are one and the same. And you can see the work that it's doing on your hands. As strange as it looks. And then roll, crush and roll. This is no longer red sand palm, of course, this method. Crush and roll. Maximum effort. And if you do it out here, you're getting more torque. Yeah. Oh, try this. Try the rolling. The rolling is more important than you think. Yes, excellent. Okay, I'm going to stop that now. It looks silly. Put it here. And now, you can imagine, if you're grappling your opponent, not that they necessarily have to have a gi, but if you're grappling your opponent, yeah, you can put some good locks, yeah, some good pressure on them, pulling at that gi, pulling at the muscle of the arm, boom, yeah, wrestling, boom, gripping, any kind of gripping that you do gets you good. Put that back over there. Brilliant times. Just breathe. This is just to physically, hydraulically pump fresh blood and stuff into the hands, around the body. Gets it healing nicely. All right. Oh, I tell you what, thanks a lot for all the thumbs up and likes and stuff on the training today, guys, and also the viewers. It's pretty good. I don't usually get even 10 people coming on. Let's see, Dave Hughes has said, that's a real good point. I never strike with muscle tension. Relaxed dead weight penetrates deeper into the opponent and the attacker. Yep, Dave, with all iron palm training, like Chinese style, it's at first anyway, or for a long time, it's just relaxed, boom. I think if you have a look, Quan Kicker recently, and I commented on his video, Quan Kicker recently did a video about punching the boxing bag, bare knuckle, and he was like, oh, and I've always advocated that. I always punch stuff bare knuckle, I don't use wraps, whatever. And he was saying you sort of hold a loose fist like this, and it's exactly the same. You hold like a loose, relaxed fist. In Black Tiger Kung Fu, I think it's called like elephant fist, or they call it black tiger fist, which is what I said on his channel comment. and it's just a fist like this. Yeah, boom. But you know, would you really punch like that? Well, that's up to you. But if you punch wrong, you're lessening the likelihood of breaking and causing damage. Yeah, if you punch wrong. Yeah, if you train these relaxed methods, that's one benefit. Yeah, I'm not going to say it's going to give you amazing super hands. It'll just give you stronger hands than you would have had. That's all that matters. That's all I say to people. It's like, I'm no great Chinese master. You know, I can smash bricks and like bend some rebars with chopping on a good day. But you know, you see all some of these crazy stuff these Chinese masters can do. Well, that's great. But I just want to be better for me. So yeah, anyway, that's the kind of relaxed hit that if you hit wrong, this sort of training will help you. Okay, so what have we done? We've done the gripping and the fingers. We've done some iron palm training, so you guys been able to see. Not really a live training of that one because I've had to like not really hit that hard, but I wouldn't be hitting much harder than I was showing you guys. But yeah, I'm just worried about waking up the family that are out there in the other room. It's probably about 11:30, 12 o'clock at night now. Okay, so I was saying we train the forearms too when you're striking on your steel ball bearing, your iron shot bag. You're striking on that. You strike the forearms as well, but we didn't have a table where we could do that, so something else. Oh, that's another thing. If we're using the gripping bundle, if we're using a gripping twisting bundle like we were doing before, don't forget the good old gripper as well. Yeah. So again, the full iron training method, you've got to do lots of training methods. So don't forget the gripper. So this is my 350-pound gripper. I've had it for years. I can't close it, but I keep it with me, and I just work it. On a good day, I can get it within a finger or a thumb, but I just work it. Yeah. So after I've done my iron palm training, I'll just be here with my gripper. I'll just work it a little, and I'll try and get it a fair way closed. I can't close it, it's 350 pounds, but I'll try and get it like within a thumb or so. Oh, that's terrible, that's not even a thumb, but you see what I mean. I'll try and get some grips in there, and I've purposely chosen a really hard one that I can't close. I've been trying to close this for like 6 years or something. Actually, I had one, it broke. I had a 350-pound Captain, it crushed one, it broke after 3 years or so. This is a new unbranded one. So it doesn't unfortunately even have the 350, but you guys can see by the size of that spring, it's the 350. One of my mates has got the 300. I bought a 300. I ended up giving it away because it was weaker than this one. I gave it to one of my mates at work. One of the guys has a 400. Definitely this is less than the 400. Yeah, so I'd say it's a 350, but it doesn't matter because I can't close it anyway. But work it both ways. Yeah. It'd be better if you're getting that full range of motion and actually able to close the damn thing. Yeah, but I'm a bit, I don't know, crazy that way. I like working stuff that I can't do. So we work on that. Until the hands just start to wear out. And then grip it as well. I don't really need to tell people how to use these, but I like to grip it as well. And then just hold. So hold it. And then pulse. And then release. Boom. And you see how little this damn thing moves. Yeah, and again, grip it. So within about a thumb, not quite. Can't see, sorry guys, the thing. Grip it. And hold. Yep. Breathe and pulse. Yeah, and then upside down as well. I'll do it on the other side because my hand's tired. Grip it. Oh, sorry, I think I did it upside down before. Pulse, 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, you bastard. So hard. Grip it. Full extension on the arm. Lengthen and strengthen. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And keep it gripped. If you're really good, you can practice your whatever kata, your sanshin, or your whatever kata it is you want to do. Yeah, your goju, your white tight crane, whatever kata you want to do, you can practice that. And when you get to the grip sections, seeking hands, you can use these, although the grip's slightly different, I'll admit, but you can use these. Yeah, you can grip them as you move in your katas. Yeah, just use it as a dynamic tension tool. Yeah, but you find your kata. I'm just moving some bullshit moves there, but you know what I mean. Do your katas. Try it. Gripping. That's pretty good. Got some good grips. Oh, that's it. I'm cooked. My hands are cooked. I've gripped it enough now. My hands are cooked. And then finally, if you really want, you can just try and close the damn thing with 2 hands and hold it there. So, but I won't do that. I can do it, but I'm tired now. Oh, okay, cool. So we done that. Good combination. See, good combinations of striking, gripping, twisting. That way, that's true internal kung fu, because we've got the working of the inside of the hand, the tendons and the bones and the muscles and the sinews. Striking, gripping, twisting, moving, all directions, all parts of the arm, strong. Yeah, this is that's the real kung fu. Yeah, not just standing there smacking your hand and getting a big fat hand, which is fine, it's awesome. But that's not going to help you in a wrestle, in another way. I'd love to have one of those huge big kung fu bulb hands, but there's other ways to do things. Yeah, obviously gripping and twisting of this bundle, the rolling of the bundle, it really rolls the tendons in the finger. Yeah, puts the power into the tendons, crush, like you're crushing, and then you squeeze. Yes. Yeah. And also it teaches you the alignments, the correct alignments for gripping and striking is nice. Gripping good, striking good. So you do those. So we did a little set of those. What do we do now? Yeah. We'll do so a little bit of forearm. So we haven't done our forearms, so we'll do a little bit of forearm bone striking. Yeah. So like the hands, this is a bundle of bamboo. Call it a bundle of tatami, whatever. So you strike the inside and outside bones of your arm, or you have it on the boxing bag, like I did on one of my demos, and you strike this on your boxing bag. I did a video not long ago where I'm pretty much just hitting this for it's on a heavy bag, I'm just punching it for half an hour or something like that, hitting it with my forearms, hitting it with this, hitting it with the backhand. So you can still do all that with this bundle, just standing upright, and just again your loose relaxed hand, you're striking it. But at the moment we're going to just use it and strike the inside forearm, the outside forearm, inside, outside, yeah, inside. It's a bit boring. Stand in your horse stance or something so that another part of your body's getting worked. Yeah. And again, if you start to get cold or your body starts to cool down and be lazy, do some squats, do some freaking jumping jacks or whatever you want to do to get the blood flowing again. So this is the bone, 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 see, bone, 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 bone. Very strong, this bone. It's weak at first. yeah, but very strong once you train it, yeah. It's kind of like the cornerstone of traditional karate, but of course it exists in Kung Fu, yeah. Yeah, it's like that famous block that you see of Bruce Lee, you know, when he's fighting Chuck Norris, boom, he does this block here, yeah, because he's punching, boom, he's blocking Chuck Norris's hit with this bone, boom, like this, yeah, alright. Yeah, so work those a bit, and you can work the fork, the elbow. Yeah, anyway, it was meant to be a video on black sand, on red sand palm. But we got through red sand palm. This is conditioning bundle, so you can use conditioning bundle and use conditioning bundle. Right. Okay. I think to finish off with, we will do some holds and presses on the fists, which are always nice. I'll just see if I can position the camera so you guys can actually see those. Let's see what we got here. Maybe you will. So this is gonna bear a lot of weight on the knuckles and the fists and stuff. Yeah. Yeah, if I've got space to do them here. I think I do, I don't know. Can you see this? Let's move this down. There we go. Alright, so I don't want so much padding. I want a bit less padding actually. There we go. That's some fresh air in here. Fresh air. Use my joke Superman cape to get some fresh air in the room. Also doubles as a Batman cape, by the way. If you want to be Superman and Batman. Here we go. Alright. Let's see if we got some comments from anyone new. Ryan says, I use a toothpick to clean the sand out of my nails after training. Yeah, mate. Oh, it usually just goes out of there. Alright. Hey, a recent one I've been doing lately as well is I've got delivery where I live now. It's pretty cold, so I get delivered big lumps of like Australian hardwood, like rough, you know, with firewood. So you have big lumps like this. It's freaking awesome for gripping. So like, you know, the lumps are like 10 to, you know, they feel like 8 to 10 to 15 kilos, like a big lump. So, you know, you just pick it up, kind of grip it, kind of grab at it, you know, just hold it, freaking do plate curls with it. Another great way, you know, strengthening the wrist and stuff. But anyway, let's do some of these. So obviously you'd start with just holding your fists in fist on the floor. You start with holding your fists in fist on the floor. Then you do, well, we'll do that for a bit. Holding the fists, rolling onto the two knuckles, twisting the two knuckles to the side, rolling onto them, just digging them into the floor. These you have to do like every day. You have to do a lot. Pushing them in to the floor. Don't forget to breathe. Hopefully you guys can see, just pushing the knuckles into the floor. I might bring the camera closer in a second, you'll see on the side. So you'd start like this for your warm up or whatever. Two knuckles, same. You get tired, you go back to the other side. Hand out if you want. You can even hold a weight up here if you want it to be even more weight. Two knuckles. There. My triceps are killing me because I did a chest workout with my mate the other day. So it's like hell at the moment. Push into the ground. Push, push, push. Two knuckles. Push, push, push. Shake them out. Yeah, this is really nice. Someone said, I think someone said fist conditioning training without any stuff. So those are great. So you're not really doing press-ups, but you're just doing holds, and then one-handed holds, and you're pushing pressure onto the bone. It gets your fist, the fist alignment good. Yeah, so like when, you know, a lot of people, you take gloves off and you try and punch, and people just kind of don't quite naturally align their hands. But if you do those kind of wrist holds exercises, usually when you're going to punch, it'll always align your hands into a nice, you know, you won't get any of this going on. Yeah, you'll always align your hands into this nice freaking hit that's going to be straight. Yeah, more or less. Okay, shake the hands out, and we go on to the next stage, which is the same thing. So again, you're going to be working the 3 knuckles and the 2 knuckles. Yeah, you're going to be pressing them into the floor to rub them a bit. Yeah, so you've seen what we did there. So you can do this way or this way, but I'll tell it to you here now. So we go up. Yep. And we just hold ourselves on the 3 knuckles. And then the 2 knuckles. 2 knuckles. And the 3 knuckles. And the 2 knuckles. There. And then give yourself a little rest. Yep. And again, the pressure that goes on your hands, pushing into the floor. One of the best training methods for fist training without anything. Yeah. If you just do those handstands and the floor presses, do them every day, every other day, a couple of times a week, you'll be surprised how strong your fists get from just the crushing force of your own weight on them. The only thing you've got to watch out for is, obviously, it's a bit stressing on the shoulders. And my shoulders are sore from chest day. Now I haven't done it in a while, but the 3rd stage of that I'm going to try and do. I haven't done it in a while. Let's try and do the 3rd stage, which is 1 arm. 1 hand, 1 hand, 1 arm, all right? See, hopefully my shoulder doesn't burst. I should be able to do it. I haven't done it in a while. All right. And then now with this 3rd stage, if I can do it, you guys will imagine the amount of pressure that's on the knuckles. So again, the 3 knuckles and then the 2 knuckles. So I might go for the 2 knuckles first. All right. Not looking forward to this, guys. Haven't done it in a while, I will admit, as I've moved house. I've been looking after I've got a 5-month-old baby now. So, but let's go. Let's try it. All right. Oh yeah, there it is. Yeah. All right. Yeah. All right. So So, now, if you can imagine force, like pressure equals force divided by area or whatever it is. So, if you imagine the amount of force that's on your knuckle, and then pressing into the floor. Yeah, so. And it's pretty alright, not too hard. Thank you for the thumbs up, thank you. So, yes, so press ups. Bear in mind this is one of many methods, but press ups, push and holds, digging and rolls, but don't so much have to worry with press ups, but holds, digging, rolls, double handstand on fist, 3 knuckles and 2 knuckles, and then one-armed handstands on knuckles. And the pressure, so make sure you shake out the knuckles. You can put a bit more of your heat crap on them. This is just cheap. I should have proper Takedown, but this is just cheap, like deep heat stuff. But if you go on my link there, I need to buy some from my own link, but there's a link to the Plum Dragon Herbs guys who I get my Takedown from. I've run out now, unfortunately. I did drop a bottle as well, sadly. They sent me a couple of bottles. They've, for some reason, had faith in me for many years, those Plum Dragon people. I don't know why. I feel I've let them down on a number of occasions, but yeah, whenever I've needed my stuff, I've got it from them. Oh, also, Dale Dugas is a very reputable iron palm guy. Cesar Victor says, trainamento top, which maybe it means good training. Thank you. All right, I think we might do another set of one-armed handstands, just to build the hand. Now, the real proper way of doing them is to do them backwards against the wall. So I'm doing them like forwards, but is to do like a handstand backwards and lift one arm up, but I just can't do that. I've never been able to. So I'm not good. I have to do them the cheat way where I sort of walk up the wall with one arm, but let's do them again. Let's do them again, brothers. Okay. Yep. And what's this for? It's not magical energies. It's just body alignment, stretching, removing lactic acid. That's what real Qigong is all about. Yep. That's all it's really about, right? All right, let's go. Okay, let's go. To failure, lads. Let's go again. What I was trying to do there, and you've got to be careful, is I was trying to roll onto the top of the knuckle, and then obviously my wrist just went like this. But be not perturbed. My wrist is fine. Let's go again. And that's actually from not having done it in a while, because when I'm pretty well into it, I can roll a bit, and this time I've tried to roll and my wrist just gone boom. But to show you guys that my wrist is fine, luckily, because of training and flexibility and stuff, I will do it one more time on my right hand. And let's see if my right hand snaps off and flies away. 3 knuckles, 2 knuckles. There we go. All right. Yes, okay, good. Oh, there we go. Oh, that could have been a... That's the thing with live training, that could have been a YouTube disaster. Oh, made it into one of them YouTube disaster movies. Oh, mate, the things that we do. Okay, so yeah, there's so many ways for you guys to train. If you want a good resource, you can watch this video again. I'll probably lock this video down to my Patreon. I'll leave it on for a little bit. But yeah, there's the Iron Body Martial Arts Iron Hand course if you check it out on the link. Unfortunately, it's not the cheapest thing in the world. It's not hundreds of dollars, but it's a really comprehensive course. Check it out if you want. If you're really interested in it, hit me up and I'll send you a discount link. You can get on a bit of a discount if you're a follower of the channel. But yeah, have a look. It's on udemy.com. But the link's on the thing if you want. Or just go through all these videos of mine. You can find all the trainings. But if you want them in a lesson format that you can follow, just go there. Yeah. Otherwise, you can find them on all this stuff. All right. Let's do our forearms a little bit more, I reckon. What do you reckon? Yeah. Anyway, I'll just see if there's any other questions. And I think, I don't even know what the time is, but I think we might. Oh, actually, do you know what? I'm going to use my Nintendo Switch to see what the time is. Let's have a look. Oh, shit. No, look at that. It's past 12. 14 minutes past 12, so 1, 10 to 11, so we've been doing almost 2 hours, or is that an hour and a half, or oh no, my missus is going to be angry at me. I was meant to go to bed. What have we got on here? 93 minutes. So, train forearm. When you got a 5-month-old baby, this is like the only chance you get to train at like 11 and 12 at night. Okay, and you might be like, well, why train your forearms? Why do this sort of beating thing? But the forearm bones are a great like defensive counter weapon tool. Yeah. You just train them. There's a Shaolin skill called twin locks from the 72 Secret Arts of the Shaolin, where you just knock your forearms together gently. That's all you have to do. Just gently like this to train them. I remember about 10 years ago, I even had Athlete X doing these. You can go and ask him. It's 10 years ago though, but I first came onto YouTube and I was showing this twin locks from the 72 Secret Arts of the Shaolin. And I think even he came and commented on one of my videos. He was like, oh yeah, that's cool, I'm gonna give it a try. So there we go, even had Athlete X doing twin locks. Just a shame I didn't pick up some of his freaking viewership. It was 10 years later and I've only got 10,000 people, but it doesn't matter. All right, guys. So throughout that training, even though it's been a bit slow paced and I've been talking, I've maintained like a good body heat. I'm not cold. Batman Matrix. Who puts in the most gets out the most. There's Batman Keith, Batman Matrix, a friend from many years ago, from back in the day when my brother was alive. A good man, a good friend of my brother's as well. God rest his soul. Batman Keith, God bless my friend. Stay strong. Good man. So keep the heat up, keep the training up. I'll leave it going here for a few seconds for for like if there's any more like questions anyone wants to ask. Someone says, Pranam Master, greetings from India. Oh yes, India, thank you. Yeah, there's quite a few people who tune into this channel from India actually. So yeah, thanks a lot for that. You wouldn't expect it from India. But yeah, there's some good viewership on this video today. Yeah. So anyway, look, it's not for everyone, those things, guys. But and I mean, okay, unless we take it to the point where we're like smash, you know, building our hands massive and doing what we see on all the clips that are coming out. These Chinese guys are smashing the big bricks and everything. It's awesome. I wish my level was there. But there are different ways of training. David Hughes, nice, thanks Dave, thanks for tuning in. There are different ways of training, and when you see a lot of those guys with the big fat hands and they're doing all the smashing, what you don't get shown is probably all the other training that they also do. You know, they don't just stand there and smash an iron palm bag, because you can only get a limited amount of self-benefit from that. If you look at the 72 secret arts of the Shaolin, that's why there's 72 training methods. Lots of the training methods involve gripping, twisting, movement, stances, you know, some hitting different kinds of things, wood, you know, the 5 elements theory, hitting wood, hitting water, hitting sand, hitting steel, hitting air, of course, you know. So yeah, you gotta, you know, it's really a broad training. Yeah, proper iron hand training is not just hitting just a bag. Yeah, it's making your arms strong through lots of different methods. Even if it's Western methods, you want to go to the gym and improve your curling, it's making your arms strong through those methods. Endurance, toughness, or like running, you know, like running with, running with like steel. You know, I do some running with this steel bar of mine, 15 kilos, so I'll carry it and run with it to build up my endurance. You know, and then I might run like a kilometer or so, and then I'll do like 60 curls, 60 presses, 60 tricep extensions, 60 upright rows, and then I'll exchange it into one hand. You know, run. You get tired, you exchange it into the other hand. Run. Some more curls. You know, endurance stuff. You might roll it on the forearm bones. Yeah, similar to Art of the Lash in the 72 secret arts of Shaolin, again, to toughen up those forearm bones. Yeah, so what I'm trying to say to everyone is there's like such a broad array of training, not just hitting bags, you know. I guess maybe that's the secrets that doesn't get shared out there. Mind you, no iron palm stuff used to get shared at all. Now there's quite a lot, but still there's not a lot of people showing like the full array of stuff: gripping, twisting, the tendon training, the strength muscle training, just silly little gadgets. Yeah, you know, yeah. That, I think that's a better way. That's a cool way. Maybe you won't. You know, for modern day, it's a nice functional way, because maybe you won't have this big fat hand that you can just smash through everything with, if you put in the hours and hours of training. But you'll have good tensile strength in your muscles. You'll be strong. You'll be able to wrestle. You'll be able to grip. Your other bones will be tough. And traditionally you only just train one hand, so you get one big fat hand, one big arm from doing one arm handstands all the time, just with one arm, because of the time that you have to put into training the body part. Traditionally they would just train one, but of course we know now in modern Western science, like, it's a bad idea to just train one muscle. You know, it's considered like the total wrong thing to do in the West. But if you want to commit to the true traditional iron palm training, then you can. you could just train one hand. You know, work that just one hand, all your hours into that one hand, and you'll get one freaking super hand like you see on the TV. The guys wear tight gloves as well and striking, you know, to build up the kind of tension. Then you can take the gloves off and blah blah blah, all the little tricks that they do. But yeah, I don't know. I like to promote like an approach of you know, training everything. You know, just like what the old Shaolins used to do, the 72 secret arts of the Shaolin. But yeah, anyway, look guys, thanks for the likes and subs and tuning in on this video. Thanks Dave, thanks Batman Matrix, all the people who said hello. Hopefully you guys got a good look into red sand palm training, or how I train it anyway. I've trained it over the years, where you incorporate striking with gripping and twisting, and you're doing all the antagonistic movements of the hand, much like what you do in physiotherapy with the rice, where you work your hands into it, gripping, twisting. That way you're doing your training, you're not just striking, you're getting like a full workout of your whole arm. That's true iron bridge. Yeah, the iron bridge, strength from the fingertip to the arm. Oh yeah, don't forget when you do your one hand, when you do your knuckle, what is this? Master Play 7 does, do you do iron body? Yes, of course, when you're using like your iron, like a beater, you know, on your forearms, and you're warmed up as well, you can of course extend that to the rest of your body, striking and breathing in the same way. I used to do iron body training more. I don't do it as much now. I do a lot of just internal, I suppose you could call it iron body breathing training, which in some ways the internal training prepares you for and kind of almost replaces the beating a little bit. You do it a lot and it just builds up the toughness inside. But yeah, nothing replaces, of course, the external striking. So if you want to do iron body training, these are just bamboo placemats. So follow the same principles that we've done today, or you'll see on my channel. Warm yourself up, make yourself warm so that you're all warm cardiovascularly. Even then, if you do no kind of qigong movements, you can then you know, strike your body with like a thing like this, like a tatami mat. Yeah, you know, strike your body with this, the muscles, and there's different targets. Obviously, you've got the bone targets, different to the muscle targets. Yeah, and then you know, so yeah, it's slightly different. There's also directions traditionally that they strike their body in. You sort of go up certain meridians or down certain meridians. Traditionally, you don't just strike willy-nilly. You kind of have to go up this way and down this way and down this leg and up the inside of the leg. It can get quite complicated, but traditionally I've just done it quite haphazardly in the past. But you can learn how to do it. We can do another video on it, but you can learn how to do it in a very specific way where you follow rules. Maestro Play says, does weight training help? Yes, for weight training helps. Weight training helps, like I was saying. If you want to do, like, you know, if you want to do gym training, Western style gym training, bodybuilding, yeah, it's great. You might find it works a bit antagonistically with your martial arts, because you'll do, like, for instance, I don't really do like Western weightlifting training anymore. I used to do it years ago, but I went with one of my mates and he was doing a chest day. So we did 15 bench presses, and I only had like 60 kilos on the thing. I did 15 bench presses and then 20 push-ups, and then 15 bench presses and then 20 push-ups, and then 15 bench presses and then 20 push-ups. And I don't pretend to be Captain Chest. You know, you can see me, I don't have sort of the biggest chest in the world. You know, I train like martial arts style stuff and press ups and body weight. But yeah, after 3 sets of that, and then these cable fly things, which it was pretty cool, because when I had the cable flies, I just immediately wanted to use them for freaking punching. They were awesome, but I had to, he forced me to use them like this big fly movement, and man, it's just cooked Like the other day, I couldn't even straighten my arms. It was so funny. I was in work, I was like this, oh, I couldn't do anything. So it's to that extent, you've got to be careful, because it can work like antagonistically with your martial arts and your flexibility, because we want to lengthen and strengthen everything, full range of motion. But as you get better at it, and not crap at it like me, obviously you can retain that full range of motion. Like for instance, with like pull up, with like curls, because my biceps are better trained than my chest, I can do full range of motion curls, you know, in a Western style, and I've always have done them, and you know, I don't have the same problem. So you just build on it. So yeah, weight training is awesome. Find something that works with you. There's, how do you look so jacked if you don't do weight training? Well, I do weight training, I suppose. I like lift rocks and stuff. Like there's videos of me, you know, I'm like, I've got like a 50 kilo rock. I don't even know, it's more than 50 kilos. I've got like a big rock, and I'll do sumo squats. I'll lift that. I'll carry it to here. There's some of it on my Instagram page, Iron Body Martial Arts as well. I'll lift a big rock. I'll carry it here. I'll squeeze it in. I might try and shoulder it. Do squats, sumo squats with it. Yeah, press up stuff, sit ups. Some Western weight training. I'm getting a bit more back into the Western weight training again. I used to do a lot of deadlifting, squatting, and like sort of powerlifting style stuff when I was from the age of 16 to sort of 20 something, and then I hurt my back, so I had to stop the deadlifting. I was really big into my deadlifts, but I got like some muscle imbalances, so I had to ditch the deadlifts. So I don't do them anymore. I'm 35 now. My back is all right, but I damaged a disc in my early 20s, but I've managed to rehab it with martial arts and yoga, which is good. And then other things, like I said to you guys, like this is, you know, like this, you know, this is a 15 kilo bar, and like I said, you know, you do 20 curls of this. You run 3 or 4 kilometers holding this, you know, holding it, freaking holding it, freaking putting it on your shoulder, run. You know, you just get so tired of this stupid bar, run. You know, then you stop and you're doing like 20 curls. I've got a video where we're doing it, a live stream train, doing like 20, 30 or 40 or 50 curls, you know, and then you're doing presses, like 30 or 40, 50 presses, you know, upright rows, 30 or 40, 50 upright rows, and then you're running with it in one hand, run. You know, fucking, you know, guys, you guys know what I mean. And then you're holding it, you know, and just freaking, just holding it in one hand, holding it, hammer curling it, bring it up to your shoulder pressing it up, you know, just everything that you can do with this same weight. Yeah, so you don't need a super gym. You just need, you know, like a little thing. Another thing, I haven't done it yet, but another, as I've got you guys here before I go, another thing I train with, like we can do some videos on it. I've got some old videos on it, is the iron staff. I would say that's like, if Iron Body Martial Arts had a weapon, the iron staff is my system weapon, if you want to call it a system. So what it is basically it's a 8 or 9 kilo weightlifting bar, you know, just from those cheap weight sets, you know, the thin ones, but it's a solid one, more or less. So it weighs about 7-8 kilos. It's a 5 foot steel bar, and if you go back on my channel, real back to the beginning, you'll probably see some videos on it, but it's something I keep in the background. I only talk about it every now and then, but when I'm training my staff, I'll train with this iron staff. So Master plays, do you use supplements like whey, protein, and workout? Do you prefer naturally? So yeah, I'll get to that one. So I use this iron staff, and all the striking, and I'm talking, I'm not talking like, because you guys check out some of the staff videos, but I'm not talking like this kind of staff. You know, when I if I don't hit the room, when I mean staff, I mean it's the weight boom, yeah? It's the weighted stuff where, you know, you're using the staff like this, using the staff like this, yeah? Using the staff like this, oh, you know, hitting far, using the length of the staff, whipping with the staff, bringing the staff, boom, whipping, yeah, blocking, striking. It's that kind of staff work that you do with the heavy iron staff, yeah, and also proper wielding of it with the weight, yeah, like it's got a glaive or a knife on the end, like a halberd. You'd throw it forward, yeah, and you'd cut with the halberd, and you'd whip with the back of the staff, yeah, momentarily. Bah. See, that's the end. Hit. This is the glaive. Strike. 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 Yeah. Strike. 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 Yeah, but anyway, sorry. I'm going off on a tangent there, but that's how you use the heavy staff. So if you can imagine with a heavy staff, the steel one, and you're using it at long distance, so it's got such good torque for the bones and the muscles, and it weighs a lot. It gets your stances good. So we'll do a video on that. Although I was being cheeky. I was actually keeping it for a course that I wanted to do, another online course. Yeah, thumbs down for the online courses, but they help me pay my bills sometimes. Well, they don't really, because I make peanuts. Joe Blow says, I have a £20 staff at school. I both love and hate training with it. Yeah, it's so good. The staff. What's your favorite cold weapon? Is it the staff, knife, or samurai? So it's staff. It's got to be the staff. I've always liked the staff, bow staff. And just on the staff training, the heavy staff. Everyone thinks, because traditionally there's a lot of iron wire Hangwa masters train the heavy staff. Moeri Ishiba, the founder of Aikido in his young days, he was also famous for training with a piece of rebar heavy staff. And when you see his staff work, the Aikido staff work is very particular, very angular, you move in a specific way. And that's the power of the iron, the weighted staff. Is not in building your muscles. The power of the weighted staff is in training your physics and your alignment, so that you move the staff with the least amount of energy. So it's funny, because you train with an iron staff that's heavy, and really you use it you start to learn how to not use muscles to use it. So it's a bit funny, but in doing that, you train your tendons and you build your strength. What do we got here? Master of Play said, do I like supplements? No, I'm one of these anti-dairy people, so unfortunately I can't. Dairy, my stomach bust on me years ago, probably just because of too much stress and too much crazy training. I don't know what it was from, but my stomach bust on me years ago. It's now more or less healed, but it took like near enough 10 years to heal. So I don't have dairy. So I can't have whey protein, any kind of milk or dairy stuff I don't have, which is a pain in the ass, because like you said, if you do any kind of bodybuilding or training, it's great to be able to have a supplement or whatever. And even the other supplements like rice, any kind of legume, pea, hemp, those proteins really in history don't agree with me as well, because my stomach's been that sort of dodgy for the years. Now, more recently, I can have them. So I have like a bit of sometimes I have a protein blend. I think it's called Nature's Way or something like that. It's like hemp, pea and rice protein in a blend. It's pretty good, it's pretty cheap. Just buy it from the shop. But yeah, those are my things. So I can't do dairy, unfortunately. Eggs, I don't have eggs. I know they're not dairy, or are they considered dairy? Well, they're not really, because they're from a chicken, but they're not from a cow. But yeah, I can't have eggs. I can't have a lot of nuts, and I can't have dairy, and I can't have most seafood. So I'm screwed, guys. Like, I don't even know how I'm alive. you know, but yeah, I don't know. Maybe I exist on air or something. I'm just lucky. What do we got here? What do you police use for weapons other than a gun? Well, it's not police stuff. Police stuff, you got taser. Well, it's different. Do taser gun. Yeah, you got taser and you got a gun. In Australia, it's a Glock 22. I don't like talking about it too much, but you've got the Glock 22. I believe it's a 40 cal hollow point round taser with the new cartridge, baton, spray, capsicum 2. What's it called? Captor 2, I think they call it. Oleo resin spray. It's like fire in your eyes. It's horrible. I think that's it. Cuffs. Yeah, that's everything. That's all you got. Yeah, that's a whole nother topic. I was doing a series of videos on I was trying to do a series of videos on sort of real life stuff and a bit of law enforcement stuff. I forgot what I called it now. It was a couple of months, maybe half a year ago. What was it called? Anyway, it's back on my channel. Have a look. It's a series I did. It was just like a bit of a realist series where I talked about like real self-defense topics. But certainly, yeah, there's lots of weapon defense stuff out there. A lot of it, I don't know what you guys think, a lot of it is of questionable nature, I'll have to say. But yeah, you know, something's better than nothing, I guess. You know, who am I to diss people's stuff that they do? I don't like doing it, so yeah. Alright guys, well look, thanks for tuning in. Apologies that I haven't made any like normal videos, and I've just been doing live stream trainings, but it's just time. Looking after, you know, I've got a son, he's 5 months old, he's awesome, but he takes up a lot of my time, and literally a lot of the time when I'm training, I'm coming in here and I'll like put the camera on and try and give something out to you guys. So yeah, but it's all good. But yeah, look, thanks for people who support the Patreon page. What is it? Patreon.com/IBMA. Even though at times it gets a bit scarce, there's a lot of stuff on there. Thanks for the people who've had a look at the Iron Body Martial Arts Iron Hand course, which is on Udemy, and the links are all on here. So thanks to you guys. And yeah, cool. Look, everyone, have good training. We've had some good training today. We're not injured. We're not cut. We're not destroyed. You know, we've strengthened our bones. We haven't bruised them, which we don't want to do. I should have mentioned that before. We don't want to bruise the bones. And we finished our training feeling like warm and strong and refreshed. Yeah. So just or be sure to mix up your training. Train a lot of different things. Hit your bags. Do your sandbag, you know, your makiwaras on the wall, do boxing bag bare knuckle, try boxing bag with gloves on, do all what you want to do your jiu-jitsu, do your MMA stuff, do sparring, very good, and that way you guys don't need me to tell you, you won't get tricked into thinking that, you know, Iron Palm is going to save the day, sort of thing. Just remember, all your training, you guys don't need me to tell you this, but the ethos that we try and train with, or I try and train with, is just being a better version of myself. That sounds cheesy, but you know, as you get older or whatever, it's, you know, you want to be the best, but there's nothing wrong with being the best, but I've always wanted to be the best in my mind, but I'm not. So I just, instead of, you know, there's so many people better than you, it can get depressing. There's so many people with better resources and money and whatever, but you just think, you don't listen to what the haters say, who say, oh, don't do this, don't train that, don't do this. Just think, okay, I'm going to do something, and it's going to be a better version of me today than if I did nothing. Yeah. I remember when I started this channel 10 years ago, which I was showing trainings that I'd been doing for the 10 years previous, and people would come on it and they'd be like, oh, and that was back in the day, but people would come on it and they'd be like, oh, you know, you don't know what real life is, You know, you just playing around in your back garden and you're freaking slapping rocks and you don't know. I mean, little did they know at that point in time I'd been a freaking policeman for like 5, 6, 7 years, so I knew what real life was. I was getting attacked by freaking people very often in the UK. So yeah, but what I'm trying to say is I just didn't listen to those people, and I just kept doing my thing. I kept practicing my stance training, and yeah, people were right. They were like, oh, this stance training is not going to make you win MMA fights and this and that. But then guess what? Years later, when I had the opportunity to train at an MMA gym and do BJJ and stuff like that, oh, well, look, the stance training did help. It helped with what do you call it? Ground defense. When people are trying to throw you to the ground, I forget what they call it now. Takedown defense. Help with takedown defense. People do those sacrifice flows where they fall on the floor and try and grab you, and you just like go into your wide stance and stand there and look at them, and then just go, oh yeah, like that, and pick them up and go, you know, or you know, they get you down, but you'd be able to just pick yourself back up. Helped all sorts. With the stances, you know, everyone was saying, oh, wide stances are useless, they're crap, they don't work. But I tell you what, they work in wrestling, they work in BJJ. Someone's on the ground trying to grapple you, and you've got the flexibility to get into a wide stance and pull yourself up. So yeah. Honestly, just you guys just do your thing. Whatever your training is, just do it, and just don't care what other people say. Take on board like opinions. And like, you know, positive opinions, but if you think people are trying to negatively opinionate you or whatever, just carry on doing your thing, and who cares? Yeah, like you for instance, you could be running wrong. Someone's like, oh, you're running wrong. You could do anything online. Someone would be like, oh, you're running wrong, you're walking wrong, you're not lifting that weight wrong, right? But I tell you what, if you're doing it, you're gonna learn yourself gradually. And also today you're going to be better. Unless you get an injury from doing it stupidly, you're going to be better today than you were if you didn't do anything. That's all that counts. That's literally all we can count on in life. You know, I just want to be, you know, the only reason I do this iron hand training, everyone says it's useless. The only reason I do it is so that my hands are stronger than they would have been if I didn't do it. Yeah, and my hands are stronger than they would have been. They're not. That doesn't mean they're Bruce Lee Dragon Iron hands, but they're stronger than my hands would have been if I didn't do it. So for the last 10 years, for the last 15, 16 years, I've been doing it, and my hands have been stronger. If I didn't do it, they would have been weaker, and that's pretty much the only reason I do it. That's it. Yeah. So is that not the reason any of us train? And I think if you train with that ethos, you'll succeed. Yeah. If you train with this ethos of self-improvement only. And of course you can aim for competitions and you can have pride and you can aim for goals, and you know, but just self-improvement is such a powerful tool. Just, you know, it just gets other shit out of your mind. It takes weight off your shoulders. It's like, I just want to train to make myself better. It doesn't matter if the guy next to me can freaking lift 5 times what I can lift. I'm doing my lifting. That's all that counts to me. Yeah, I'm impressed by what that guy can do, but, you know, it's not going to stop me from just coming, chipping away, doing my lifting, doing my thing. Yeah. Anyway, okay, guys. I'm way over talked now, so I'll see you guys around. Thank you very much. Is there any more comments before I go? Okay, excellent. Have a good one, and I'll catch you guys around. Excellent.